Hey everybody, it's time for this week's episode of Ask Grad. And so welcome back Instagrammers. We had a technical problem last week, waving back. We had a technical problem last week and so we couldn't get Instagram to work, but I figured it out and so I'm back. Hey Facebookers, good to see you guys. And so we are going to be doing the angel messages of the week for July 30th through August 5th. How did it get to be August? I don't understand what is happening this year. It's just like the time is just flying by. I'm going to be putting up Halloween decorations next week at this rate. But anyway, so yes, so we are going to be using Angel Tarot cards. I'm all color coordinated today, as you can see. And so let's find out what's to expect for the week of July 30th through August 5th. Hi, everybody. Come on in. Join our little party. Who and what? All right, here we go. All right, well, so it's watery this week. Watery this week. So for Monday, Tuesday, we have a very auspicious card. We have Nine of Water. Some of you may have heard me say this before. Sometimes I refer to it as Nine of Water. Wish comes true, what you want now comes to you. And so it is a wish comes true card. So Monday, Tuesday is about wishes and dreams come true. Now, not necessarily, I'm feeling a sense of this not necessarily being, oh, the wish comes true on Monday, Tuesday. It feels more to me like on Monday, Tuesday, you realize that what you're wanting is starting to happen, that what you're dreaming of is really starting to happen in your life. So it's almost like this emotional sense of, oh my God, here we go. It's really gonna go now. And this is definitely an experience that I'm feeling right now, kind of where it's like, oh wow, here we go. Now we're really gonna go. And it's not a feeling of elation, it's a feeling of contentment, it's a feeling of humility through joy, or joy through humility. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that work? Good, pool hall diva. I'm glad your inner genie is working. So Monday, Tuesday is just this sense of belief and faith that, oh, here we go. All right. And so here is one of my favorite cards in tarot. You've heard me say it before. It's Eight of Water. Remember, I told you this was a very watery reading, right? And so I'm sorry, Instagrammers, the lighting is a little dark. It's a dreary day here, which we don't have where I live very often. So we actually kind of like it when we get one, but the lighting is coming in and out differently through as the clouds do go back and forth. So Eight of Water. Eight of Water is also a card of faith, okay? Here, let me show it again to Instagrammers. Oh, that's a little better. And to Facebookers. And so here we have a merman who is swimming away from these 8 cups. And the reason that he's doing it is that these 8 cups represent things that meant a lot to him in the past. But now those cups are starting to feel superficial, like, oh, that isn't really what matters to me anymore. I want more out of life. I know that there is more to life than what I'm experiencing. And I'm ready for that more. I'm ready for that more to enter my life. And so sometimes we have to walk away from old things in order for new things to come in. And so you might start to notice on Wednesday, Thursday, because of the emotions you had on Monday, Tuesday, you might start to notice on Wednesday, Thursday, I'm going to up my game. I'm going to up my game. And that means leaving behind stuff that felt comfortable, stuff where you felt like, oh, this is my comfort place, I'll stay here and not make any changes. I'm going to up my game. As some of you know, that I have a team that works for me now that's very new. And the head of that team her name is Sherry, and she is, her top job title is Manager of Miracles. And this is very relevant to a conversation that I just had with her, where she was like, and that's one of the things that I love about her, is that she will do that. She'll just sit down. That's why I hired her. I wanted that, right? And so this is where we leave behind stories or messages or ways of acting that had become very, very ingrained in us, because we're going to up our game. Now, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, challenges, okay? It's 9 of fire, all right? 9 of fire. But it's like, I don't mind this card. I really don't. This is a card where there's just too much activity. It's a little bit like 8 of fire. It's just, 8 of fire is all this activity and energy and lots of really great things happening. 9 of fire is where you're trying to cope with it. So 9 of fire is where you might have started realizing, my dream is going to come true. I need to up my game. And oh boy, that's a lot of work. I didn't realize. I didn't think about the fact that, oh, if my dream comes true, it'll be a lot of work. But you know what? I can tell you from personal experience that it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yes, thank you, Iroshajeya. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yes, thank you. And so that, it's your dreams coming true is a lot of work. It is. And the thing about it is it doesn't feel like work most of the time. That's the joy of it. It's like, okay, I love it. I mean, some of you who are not, especially Instagrammers who were not a part of last week's episode, you'll notice that there's a change of scenery here. That's because I'm in the middle of my next card deck, and my office is trashed. Creating a card deck makes a really big mess, a huge mess. And so it is a huge mess in my office, and it's going to be a huge mess in my office for quite a while. And there's no room for camera equipment. There's no room for PCs. There's no room for anything. And so, it's a lot of work, but I'm having so much fun. I'm aware of my deadlines. I'm aware of what I'm trying to create. I'm aware of how it is, as Sherry said, upping my game. I'm aware of how it is going to the next level with an angel-based tarot deck. And so, but I'm having a blast. And so that's 9 of fire, okay? That's 9 of fire. So, for those of you who are just joining us, we just did the angel messages for the week for July 30th through August 5th. If you missed it, no big deal. As soon as we're done doing our free readings for the next half hour, this will be on Facebook, it'll be on Instagram, it'll be on YouTube just as quickly as I can download it and re-upload it to YouTube. And that will be your opportunity to catch up on the angel messages of the week if you missed the the story. All right. So for those of you who are just joining, maybe you've just found us for the first time. I am Radley Valentine. I am a Hay House author, a spiritual teacher and speaker, and an all-around happy person. So, all right. So let's get started. Thank you, Eham. I am excited about the new deck too. It's going to be super cool, and it's going to have things in it that I've never done before. So I'm really excited. So Irish Eyes says, I would be honored if you would tell me my angels' names. Well, Irish Eyes on Instagram, I already have them written down because, as some of you know, the angels very often start talking to me before I get on this show. And so I start looking for whose answers these are. And so you have two guardian angels. Their names are Lulu and Christopher. Lulu and Christopher. All right. Lulu and Christopher. Libra lady, I'm also saying, hello, I've been asking my angels for help every day for the past 6 weeks. What a difference in my life. I'd like my angel names. So it's like, did you hear that, people? It's like, so if you're new to angels, you have to realize that angels do not intercede in our lives unless we ask for their help. And she's been asking, Libra lady has been asking for her angels help for the last 6 weeks, and big things have happened. Big things have happened. Don't you? I love hearing stories like that. Your guardian angels' names are Caleb and David. Caleb and David. Caleb and David. Blondie Rosie says, I have lots of angels. You know what? It's like a friend of mine used to say, the more angels you have, the bigger the life purpose. So go for it, girl. All right. Hello, Facebook. So let's see. We have Christine who says, hi, Red. Angel names, pretty please, with sugar on top. Well, who can argue with that? So is it an angel names edition of Ask Rad? Is that what this is this week, you guys? Okay. Sasha. S-A-S-H-A, very typical. Sasha and Liam. L-I-A-M. So there you go, Christine. All right. Okay. So I did two on Instagram, so I'm going to do 2 on Facebook, and then we're going to get back on our rotation. So let's see. How does one find out angel names? Okay, so I call this a teachable moment, and I love teachable moments. So the way I started, the way I met Joshua, who is my primary guardian angel, was I literally just went and got into a meditative space. You don't have to be in full-on meditation. I literally just went somewhere, and I sat down and I looked at a picture of an angel, and I said, you know, you seem to know me, and I don't know you. So let's just start with a name. And what is your name? And I heard Joshua. And you know, it's different for different people. I've been working on my spirituality for a really long time. So that moment was ready to happen. That moment was ready to happen. But you know, whatever name you get, just trust it. Just absolutely trust that name, that whatever comes to you, just trust it. And then ask your angels for validation. So if you get the name Daniel, for example, and then it's like, if you come across Daniel or Danny or Dan over and over and over during the coming days, you can notice that. Another thing that I really like to recommend to people is, this is how I started, okay? This is a book called Angel Speak by Barbara Mark and Trudy Griswold. I grabbed this book this morning because I was listening to my intuition, and it said, take this book off the shelf. All right? And so this is how I got started. It's a sweet, sweet little book. It's a lot about automatic writing. And that's how I got started getting messages from my angels. So check it out. All right? Check it out. All right. Teachable moment over. Shafinaz, may I get a message of love life with Jeremy? You know, I have always, always, always loved that name, Jeremy. It's such a great name. I dated a boy once named Jeremy with olive green eyes. Okay, that was probably too much information, but there it is. So what I'm doing is I'm using Romance Angels because last week or week before last, I can't remember, I promised, oh, you know what? I need to just keep this on the desk because it just keeps coming up. All right. So let's pull a card for your relationship with Jeremy. Oh my God, he has olive green eyes. Okay, that's weird. See, this is great stuff. So see, that is your validation that the reading is that we're connected, right? That we're connected. Okay. And one. Okay. Okay, so here is this thing. Your card is you deserve love, okay? And the message at the bottom is you are lovable. And so I think what you need to be thinking about with your relationship with Jeremy is that you are lovable and not be in a place of insecurity or lack of self-confidence with your situation with Jeremy, all right? Because that's not a healthy place to be in a relationship. So often we have this tendency, we do this, it's human, it's just what we do, is we're looking at the other person and thinking about, it's like, what is their part in all of this? Instead of thinking about what is my part in all of this? And what should I be learning? What should I be noticing as I go through the process of a relationship with this other person? And so for you, it's owning your lovability, and being in a place of confidence in the relationship instead of in a place of lack of confidence. So there's your advice, girl. Go work on that, okay? Go work on that. All right, let's see. Hello, Facebookers. So a bunch of people are talking about this, so I just want to get it over with. Congratulations on your award. Thank you. It was very, I was very honored. It was unexpected. It's the kind of thing that keeps me humble, actually, to be honest with you. So for those of you who don't know, I was voted Personality of the Year by Kindred Spirits magazine in the United Kingdom. I did not expect the nomination was a total out of left field, and that I won totally out of left field. So, but thank you guys. So that's over with now. Okay, back to readings. Thank you for giving me that moment so I could do that. Let's see. Let's grab this one. Kathleen. Hi, Kathleen. How are you, honey? May I please have a message? Sure. So I think I'm going to go to Angel Answer Oracle cards for Kathleen. Okay. Opportunity. Okay, opportunity. So Kathleen, expect a wonderful opportunity to come into your life in the very near future. Perhaps you've been waiting for a new opportunity in order to make the changes in your life that you've been wanting to have. This feels like, oh, okay, let's use the Kindred Spirit Award. It feels like that. It feels like something that just falls out of the sky. You weren't expecting it. It's actually very difficult for you to wrap your head around. and but you accept it with gratitude and joy, and you move on. All right. So yeah, enjoy that, whatever that is. Let us know what it is. Tell us about it next week. Okay. All right. Let's see. Cat Star, any messages from my angels today? Honey, there are messages from your angels every day. So let's see. For you, I feel like I want to get out Guardian Angel Tarot cards for you. Guardian Angel Tarot cards. Let's move that over there. Here we go. And all right, there we go. Okay. So, messengers of emotion, messenger of emotion. So, this can be the first little bit of the first signs of love. So, if you are in a relationship, it can be that relationship going to the next level or having a resurgence. If you're not in a relationship, this can be romance that's coming your way. It's a very positive, happy, joyful emotion that comes your way. Do not turn down any social invitations that might come your way, because that's one of the things that it can also be. But if it's a social invitation like, oh, we're inviting you to a party, or we're inviting you out, or something like that, you want to go, because something important will happen there. You might meet somebody. Okay, so there you go. All right. Okay. Oh, almost forgot. So, guys, two things I need to tell you. Next week, I will not be, there won't be a live Ask Brad. I will make sure that I pre-record angel messages for the week, but I will be in California videotaping my next course with Hay House. So I'm excited about that. It's going to be epic. And exciting. So I won't be live next week because I'll be behind a different camera. So next week. Also, my next event is called Mystical Connections. It's in Maui at the end of October. It is myself and my dear friends, Colette Barron-Reed, Denise Lynn, Kyle Gray, and Alan Cohen. Well, I should say, I've never met Alan Cohen. He seems like a dear person, and I'm looking forward to meeting him. The other three, though, love them. And so it's all five of us in Maui, Hawaii. It's called Mystical Connections. Check it out on my Facebook page or my webpage. And it's going to be a blast. It's going to be a blast. All right, that's done. Okay, so where was I? I did that. So over here. Let's see. Here, let's grab that one. Hi, Tammy. How are you, dear? Hi, Rad. Hoping you have an important message for me about a big transition that I am going through now. Okay, so that sounds like a job for Archangel Power Tarot cards. So we're going to use those for Tammy. Here we go. Two and one. Well, you know what? This big transition that you're going through now is going to be one of the best things that ever happened to you, Tammy, because this is Ace of Gabriel. So this is an opportunity, an exciting opportunity, something that happens in your life that really makes a difference in your life. It can feel nerve-wracking. It can feel worrisome, but this card really wants you to look at the transition that you're going through and believe that the universe has your back. stealing. Well, it's not actually. I'm not stealing that from Gabby. We both came up with it at the same time. But that happens right these days. It's like a lot of people are so worried that somebody's stealing something from them. No, we're all tuned in, right? So we come up with the same messages at the same time. It just happens. But anyway, the universe has your back. And the transition for you at this point is a transition that will lead to joy, will lead to more excitement, more passion in your life. When you get there, you'll go, oh, now I get it. So don't worry. It's going to be an important, fabulous thing for you. It really is. Just trust, okay? Just trust. Okay, so let's see. Wait, I don't want that one. Where'd it go? Stop it. Giovi says, angel message for me, Rad. Any specific archangel that stays around me? I got the message of Uriel Ariel some months ago. Thank you, love and light. Well, you know what? It's like what I want to say to that is trust your intuition. If you have the sense that Uriel and Ariel are with you, then go with that. You probably, from my standpoint, not everybody agrees on archangel colors, and I don't even know if it matters. But in the tradition that I was taught, Uriel comes in gold and glitter. I don't know if anybody argues that. But Ariel, for me, is pale pink. If you're seeing those colors, if you're seeing their names, if you're seeing those things, I would trust that. You don't need me to invalidate your intuition. You just need to listen to your intuition. All right. So Uriel and Ariel, stick with that. Okay. Just stick with that. I would also suggest that you think about Jophiel as well, or at least from the standpoint of working with her. She comes in a fuchsia pink. She's the archangel of positive thinking and seeing the world in a better way and those kinds of things. So yeah, that. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's grab this one. Hey, Kristen. It's my niece's name. Can you tell me what I need to hear, is what she's saying. So I am going to grab for you fairy tarot cards. Okay. Let's use fairy tarot cards for Kristen. Okay. Go 2 and 1. There we go. Well, I think, Kristen, you need to stop worrying. And I know that can be easier said than done. This is 9 of Winter. This is definitely a worry card. You might be having trouble sleeping because of the things that are kind of running through your mind. Again, this is an Archangel Jophiel to the rescue kind of card. Jophiel. Again, she is generally seen to be in fuchsia pink in the tradition in which I was trained. And she can help bring positive thoughts for you. Also help bring, I'm going to use the word sedate because that's what's coming out of my mouth. Help sedate that worry, sedate the fear, quiet it, okay? So that you are not in that place of expecting negative things and therefore getting them. So work on that, my darling. Work on that. Okay, let's see. Does the same guardian angels for different people differ from each other? Okay, let me see if I can break that down. Does the same guardian angels for different people differ from each other? I'm not exactly sure if I know what you mean by that question, but let's just talk about guardian angels briefly. Everybody has at least 2 guardian angels in my experience. One of them is what I call the primary guardian angel and tends to be the easier one to connect with. As you practice, it gets easier to work with, however many that you have. Guardian angels are assigned to specific people. They do not change. They don't share people. It's not like my guardian angels are the same as yours. So they are completely separate. The divine ability to provide angels to everybody, everywhere, in all directions of time is limitless and unlimited, because the divine is limitless and unlimited in what it can do for us and its love for us. Okay? All right, so let's see. Here. Well, welcome, Regina, first timer. Feel free to just look. Okay, so here we have Sandra. What are my guardian angels' names? What are my guardian angels' names? So, wow, Sebastian just flew out of my mouth. Okay, Sebastian and Hannah. Hannah. So it's got that extra H on the end. Sebastian and Hannah. Sebastian and Hannah. Okay, let's see. Any messages for me? Hi, Madeline. Any messages for me from my spirit guide, Andrew? Okay, Andrew. He's laughing. It's like he's laughing, but he's laughing because of well, it's partially, I think it's it's partially that he's laughing because he's so excited that this is happening. I think he has a tendency to laugh, but he's also says that he's laughing because it's coming through me, and that's sort of what I do. I laugh all the time. So, but I think he's a very laughing kind of spirit guide. The energy is very light. It's very optimistic. It's very certain of you, very certain of you. Very certain of where you're headed. He says that you are cute. It's cute. He says it's cute the way you don't see how amazing you are, and yet it's time to drop that. He says that it doesn't bother him, but it's bothering you. And it's time for you to realize how magical you are and how much you have to give to the world, and to just get on it. Doubt should be cast aside. Lack of self-confidence is I've never heard it said this way, is a leisure activity. You no longer have the luxury of playing with. I told you he's funny, playing with. All right. So in short, knock it off and let's go change the world. Wow. No pressure. No pressure, honey. No pressure. Just go change the world. So this is a really, really super cool Madeline, this is a super cool guide you have. I brought this up earlier. You can use this book, Angels Speak, to talk to your guides, same as you can use it to talk to angels. I highly recommend you pick this up. This book has been around, God, I think I read it 30 years ago. That means that you can get it on Amazon.com used for 10 cents or something, but look it up. But it is still in print. It is in print. I went and looked it up the other day to make sure that it was still in print, and it is. All right, so cool. All right, where are we? Well, we're on Facebook. Okay, so hi, Angie. Angie says, can I have my angel name so I can learn more about them? Absolutely. So Alyssa, Alyssa, and Brandon. Very contemporary names, but that happens same as we get, Matthew. more biblical names, older names. But Alyssa and Brandon. Yeah, Alyssa and Brandon. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's grab that one. Okay, so Enai, whatever your name is pronounced, please just forgive me if I'm doing it wrong, okay? Okay, may I have an angel or guide message or a message from my father, George? Let's talk to George, okay? Because we haven't done that. So this is Talking to Heaven by James Van Praagh. The best for getting messages from people who are on the other side. Just the best. I love this deck. Okay, so let's see what George has to say. I'm just going to go with any. I hope it's A. So here we go. Message from George. 2 and 1. Here we go. All right, here we go. Okay. So, first of all, let me just I'm going to hide this any, okay? So, it is beautiful where I am. Probably not a surprise, but he does want you to know that he is in a beautiful, beautiful place. I also think that this is not just about the physical location. I think it's about the emotion. It's about how joyfully happy he is. Next, I send you loving signs through nature. So pay attention to things that happen that are nature, like butterflies or whatever would have been something that made a difference to George. And if you start paying attention to those signs, you'll get more and more and more of them. That is the magic of signs, all right? That is the magic of signs. The more you pay attention to them, the more you're going to see them. And finally, he says, I see all your thoughts. I see all your thoughts. And so to me, this just is an indicator that he's with you, that he is paying attention. He is working with you. So if your thoughts are running in a negative way, remember, George is watching. I know she's like, no! But George is watching your thoughts. And so, it's like you watch your thoughts too, so that you can co-create with George in order to create the happy reality that you want to create. Okay, so, all right, folks, we are out of time today. Again, for those of you who missed the angel messages of the week, do keep in mind that this is going to be posted on Facebook right away. It's going to be on Instagram right away. It takes me a little bit of time to download it off Facebook and upload it on YouTube, and then it'll be there. If you missed the angel message of the week, you can just go back to the beginning and find out. It's a really good interesting, fascinating week this week. So if you missed the angel messages for the week, I really suggest you go back and read those or watch those for July 30th through August 5th, because it's going to be a really cool week. Again, I am going to be filming my new video course next week. And so I won't be live next week, but I will pre-record for you the angel messages for the week so you're not dangling. We don't want you dangling. All right? I love you guys. You take care. Have a magical week. And remember, life is magic. I love you guys. Bye.